To another episode with, and this is actually going to be a little bit different from what I have been doing. I know that we have been rolling through the campaign for the Warlock, and in doing so, I'm one of those people who like to mess around in some of the areas. Did in the first Destiny, which I have some videos from that I'll upload actually pretty soon. But I decided to do something I always do in every game, which is try to scale and get places I'm not supposed to be, because I just find enjoyment in that for some reason and like to make other people look at me and go, the hell? So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you exactly what I figured out here. There is a secret blessing that you can actually obtain while being here on the farm. It is called the Scout Commander. I was just scaling around, messing with things, and accidentally stumbled onto this. So I will show you what I learned, how to obtain this. What it does basically is you have to go through a few steps to obtain the first blessing. The second blessing will come after this, and then once you do that, there is a campfire of sorts that has a fire sentry there, where once you have obtained all of the blessings, which when you do get the first one and the second one, your character will start to glow blue, and they will be able to jump higher and move faster. Once you obtain this and you activate the fire sentry, we will then turn red, and there will be lights that will pop up in 10 different locations across the map. You are on a time limit, so be aware that you do need to get to each one of those lights in time. Also be aware that fall damage is on, which I learned the hard way and almost killed myself the first time I did this. So once you learn the pattern, which I will show you that, and I'll show you how to get each blessing, you'll obtain what's called the Scout Commander blessing. What that's going to do is leave the blue glow or hue that your character will have permanently. And once you have that, you will be able to run and jump extremely high, extremely fast, for the entire time you're here at the farm. As far as I can tell, the only time you actually lose this is once you have either died from falling, which will likely happen if you're not careful, or if you leave to go on a quest or log out, basically just leaving the farm in general. So the way you want to do this, it's no particular order. Really, you can do this however you see fit. The first thing you're going to want to do is jump and land right there. You're going to jump on the tent here. This is where the weapon cells, I believe that's what that becomes. And you want to jump on the roof here, which is where the water wheel is located. And if you'll notice in the back, you're going to come across the roof and you're going to jump on this water wheel. And you're basically going to walk against the water wheel until you see a blessing pop up on the left. Sentry ranks 2, and we are waiting on wheel boost completed. Now, once you have done that, as you notice, my character is starting to glow blue, somewhat. She has more of a blue hue. I'm moving a lot faster, and look at the jump. I already have a pretty good jump. Okay, the reason I do that side first is because climbing up this building without that, which is what I did the first time, is a lot more difficult. But the way I did it was I came over here, so you can do this in any order, and then I figured out that I could jump up right there. And once I did that, I ran and jumped up right here, and I was goofing around on top of the building. You can see there's a lot of different things up here. That will come into play with the light later. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come over here, be really careful not to fall. And if you see this wire here, this connects over to where the Crucible and PvP NPCs are going to be located inside that building. So hopefully I won't screw this up. But you basically want to fall off and land on this wire, and then you're going to just walk across the wire. And as you do so, you will notice I will get another blessing, Sentry ranks 4, and then Vertigo completed, which is now active as well. Okay, so now I have the full blessing. As you can see, my jump is a lot higher. I'm glowing blue even more. And also, I have a lot faster speed. So, now that you've obtained the Sentry ranks 4, what you're going to do is run over here. Let me speed this up a little bit. And here's the campfire. Now, what we're going to do is not stand in the fire, you stupid idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to come over here and you'll see it says Start Scouting Patrol. Once I start this, the lights will come up. Now, this is easier to do at night. Of course, I'm not doing it at night because I'm difficult, apparently. So what you're going to do is you're going to start the Scout Patrol, and the first light will come up to your left. Just follow my pattern from here across. It's like one big circle, basically. And once it's completed, you'll notice that we'll have a permanent blessing. I will turn red. The lights go pretty high in the sky. If you come back when it's nighttime here, it does make it a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and start the Scouting Patrol. Now, as you notice, I've turned red. Now, the first light will be right here near the start. You're just going to get inside the light. The next one will be up here on top of the rocks. And all you have to do is make it within the time limit. Okay. The next one, I always miss that jump. I've tried it every time, but it doesn't quite work. So, the next one, I hate the way she bounces backwards, is actually going to be located up on top of that sphere that I mentioned to you earlier. So we're going to run over here and then jump up to the very top. The next one you'll see is going to just pop up right here. So just be careful not to kill yourself when doing this, which is a lot easier than you would think. Okay, you can land on the wire right there if you want to. I just jump off and then basically jump right over here, land on top of the building, and you see the next light that comes up is right here. You can just jump straight down and land just in front of it like an idiot. Okay, the next light will come up over here. You're just going to jump up on this building, jump inside, land right there. The next one, you'll have to go back through that same hole and come out over here. And you're going to land right there. The next one is really hard to see, so just keep an eye out for it. You're just going to go to the shoreline, basically, and it will be right here. And the very last one, you just basically jump down, run all the way across. Now, once you stand in this last one, we'll give you a time that you completed it. Mine was 102 seconds. Now it says Cypher Cell has completed the Scouting Patrol in 102 seconds. You'll see the little sparklers going off, just like they did the soccer goals. And now, if you notice, I have permanently a Scouting Commander. I'm glowing blue. I can jump really high, run really fast, and this will stay. This is a permanent blessing that you will be able to keep. Now, each time you come back here, if you want to obtain this blessing again, you will have to keep redoing it. But just a little something I noticed. I was just screwing around because I like to scale things for fun, and I was proud of myself that I actually got all the way up here without this blessing. And as you noticed, it's actually a lot of fun, but you can really, really kill yourself quickly if you don't know what you're doing. So, just like that. There you go. Give you an example. So fall damage is on, so be very careful. If you die, it will reset and you'll have to come back and get the scout blessing again. Really, this is just a little extra that they put in the game. I'm sure this could have something to do with maybe something in the game at a later point connected somehow. I don't know. You know how Destiny is. They're very secretive about some things, but some things all connect. So yeah, just wanted everybody to be able to at least see what all you had to do for the requirements to get this blessing, and hopefully you'll everyone will really enjoy it. I hope everybody takes this tutorial and it worked out well for you. I hope you do not kill yourself like I almost did the first couple of times figuring this out, and that it works really well. And yeah, we will be back. We'll be starting up another, let's see, my next playthrough is actually going to be probably, hopefully the next few minutes. And I will be going back through the next part of the story. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, this is actually just, it's really weird. It's something that I just stumbled across, and I'm sure other people have figured it out. But basically, I just wanted to kind of give a tutorial on that. So we'll have the next story for the Warlock. It'll be part 4, but this is actually going to be just a little tutorial for this part 3. So if everybody enjoyed it, absolutely please subscribe to the channel. You know, hit that thumbs up button. Every like counts. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful, and do continue to follow along with the storyline with me as I go along. We will be starting up here shortly, part 3, and I do hope, or actually part 4, but 3 in the campaign itself. I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate the feedback, and hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you for the next video. Have a good one.